Preacher Bill here this morning, everybody. So I'm coming on this morning to do a video, and this is going to be the last time, most likely the last time, that I'm going to deal with all of these things. And so this morning, I'm going to call to account several people who I've known in the past who say they're Christians. They may used to be Christians. Maybe in the past they were, but I don't think they're Christians and I don't think they're saved. And so there's several people I'm going to bring to the table here. I'm going to call them to account. And also I'm going to call to account some different churches that I have known about and a few that I attended in the past. And then in closing, I'll tell you where I stand on street preaching evangelism concerning myself. So first of all, there's several people that I'm going to bring up here and I'm going to call them to account. First, Sheila Carr, who professes to be a Christian, who I do not believe is a Christian. Neither do I think this woman is saved. In the past, she has been nasty to me, done malicious things to me, made false accusations against me. And while she claims to be a Christian and occasionally goes out and preaches with her brother Todd Carr, I don't believe she's a Christian, neither do I believe she is saved. I think that she needs to repent and make right the things that she's done to hurt people in the past, and that includes myself, because she has done things to me in the past that she has yet to repent of. Secondly, her brother, Todd Carr, who I also know, who preaches on the street. While he professes to be a Christian, I don't think he is. I don't think he's saved. And I know Todd Carr personally. And if you knew some of his history and his treatment towards me, I would contend that you would question whether this man is a Christian and or saved also. I don't believe he is. Thirdly, I dealt with this yesterday, and I'll leave the link to the video down in the description box, but I publicly rebuke Janiah Palmer, and I made a video concerning that yesterday. I'll leave that video linked down in the description box. You can watch that if you want. Fourthly, a man that used to be a friend of mine who used to preach on the street with me for several years by the name of William Hamilton. He has blocked me from his Facebook account and never given me a reason as to why he's done that. He used to preach with me in the past for quite a few years, and we were, I thought, pretty good friends. But sometime back, he made it apparent to me that he did not want to be friends with me anymore. He blocked me from his Facebook account, and he stopped preaching on the street a while back. So he hasn't preached on the street for some time, and as much as I can surmise, he does not want to be friends with me anymore. And if that's his position, that's fine with me. Also, concerning churches, recently I reached out to Montgomery Community Church, which is actually down the street from where I live, not too far from me. And I reached out to them concerning whether they do any type of street ministry or street evangelism, what it would be involved for someone to become a member of their church. And I called them several times, and I never got a response back. Neither did I ever get a call back. And one time, I think somebody sent me a voicemail. I had something in my voicemail box, but the long and short of it is no one has ever contacted me or inquired about street preaching or street ministry. And so as much as I can surmise, Montgomery Community Church, who has been presented with this, they want nothing to do with any kind of street preaching or street ministry. Earlier this year, back in the early part of May, up until about a month ago, I was going to Westchester Church of the Nazarene in Westchester, Ohio. And I went there for some months, and I enjoyed going there. And I will say this, the pastor of Westchester Church of the Nazarene, the lead pastor, is a very personable man. I think he does truly love God. I think he does truly love people. But I want to let you know that for the months that I went to Westchester Church of the Nazarene in Westchester, Ohio, I attended the Bible study there in the morning for a long time. I went to the church for a while, and I presented them with the opportunity of street preaching and street ministry. I tried to compel them to come out and preach on the street with me. The long and short of it is, they wanted nothing to do with it. So, as far as I'm concerned, they're in the same boat as Montgomery Community Church. Here are two churches that I reached out to that are in my local area, and I presented them with street preaching, street evangelism, and they wanted nothing to do with it. Now, pertaining to the Catholic Church, I'll say this. One of the reasons that I stand so harshly against the Roman Catholic Church, I can tell you from personal experience, when I was a young adult, that I went to the Roman Catholic Church. The one that is closest to me is Madeira, Ohio, St. Gertrude Roman Catholic Church. And my experience with it was simply this. There was no hope there. There was no life there. It was a dark place, a place of sadness. There was no life in it. And I personally never experienced any kind of hope or any kind of life or any kind of joy when I was a young adult and I was involved in going to the Roman Catholic Church, specifically the one in Madeira, Ohio, St. Gertrude Roman Catholic Church. So from my own studies of what the Roman Catholic Church teaches, which goes against the Bible, from my personal experience with the Roman Catholic Church as a young person, I can tell you from experience and from study that there is no hope in the Roman Catholic Church. There is no life there. It is a dead, desolate, dead end. And anyone that remains in the Roman Catholic Church until their death, they will die in their sin, and they will see the second death. And because I care about people and I don't want them to end up in hell, that's one of the reasons why I call out the Roman Catholic Church so much. And as a side note, recently I was going to leave this alone. I was done dealing with the Roman Catholic Church, but the long and short of it is, somebody kept antagonizing me. They kept persecuting me to a degree. They kept claiming that the Roman Catholic Church is the one true church, and that is a false claim. But because of what happened lately, I have decided that I'm going to call them out again. I was going to leave this alone, but this Roman Catholic person, who I understand he's passionate about what he believes, but he's wrong. But because they would not leave it alone, so to speak, I'm not going to leave it alone. So I will continue to call out the Roman Catholic Church. As far as the Protestant church would go, ironically, people that are Roman Catholics and the Roman Catholic Church, they would label me under the umbrella of the Protestant church. They would say I'm a Protestant. Now, the obvious is, do I protest the Roman Catholic Church? Yes. Do I protest, reject, and call out the false teachings of the Roman Catholic Church? Yes, I do. So if they want to label me with the name of Protestant, that's fine. I could really care less. But pertaining to the Protestant church, there's a lot of problems in the Protestant church too. And as I said earlier, two churches that are local near to me, which would be considered Protestant churches or non-denominational churches, I reached out to them both concerning street evangelism and street preaching, and they wanted nothing to do with it. So while the Roman Catholic Church would label Preacher Bill as a Protestant and an antagonist or an irritation to the Roman Catholic Church, you can label me with that name if you want. I could care less. Makes no difference to me at all. But the Protestant church has problems also. And on the heels of that, this is what I'm going to say. The church system itself is broken. The church system, or the business of the church in America, is broken. And I'm going to tell you that applies to the Roman Catholic Church, which is false and apostate and never was the Church of Jesus Christ. But I'm going to also tell you that what would be considered the Protestant church in America is also broken. The entire system is broken. I know from personal experience on years of going to different churches, when I was a young person being involved with the Roman Catholic Church for a period of time, and as I've gotten older, being involved with different Protestant churches, I can tell you from personal experience in dealing with people, the entire church system in America is broken. It has gone off the rails, and a lot of people are in a broken system and they don't even realize it. And the summation of that is the church system in America that is a broken system that has gone off the rails and has collapsed. A lot of people are in that church system and are handicapped and paralyzed and don't even realize it. They don't even know it because they're part of a broken system. And one of the reasons that I have such aggravation about this is because, like I said, just recently I tried to reach out to two churches in my local area, Montgomery Community Church, and a church that I did attend for a while, Westchester Church of the Nazarene. I tried to reach out to both of them to get them to come out and street preach with me, to get involved in street evangelism, and neither one of them wanted anything to do with it. So, as far as myself goes, considering all of this, today I think that I'm going to decide to just, from now on, preach by myself. I'm getting tired of being disappointed by professing Christians that make promises they don't keep. And so from now on, most likely, short of something amazing happening, from now on, most likely I, Preacher Bill, I'm going to preach by myself because I'm getting tired of getting disappointed. I'm getting tired of hearing people make promises they don't keep. And so from now on, I'm just going to preach by myself. That's how I feel this morning. And I'm not going to change my mind on this. And like I said, as far as these people that I called to account today in this video, Sheila Carr, Todd Carr, Janiah Palmer, William Hamilton, Rodolfo, and some others that I know of, all of you people that profess to be Christians, I don't think none of the lot of you is saved. I don't think you're Christians. I think you're apostates. I think you're reprobates. I think all of you need to repent, and you better get right with God. And every single one of you have falsely done malicious things to me. And if I see you on the street, I'll tell you to your face. So that's the way I feel about it today.